Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am Ritika and today we are going to discuss about the LeetCode daily problem best time to buy and sell stock 5. So let's quickly understand what the problem state. You are given an integer array prices where prices I is the price of a stock in dollars on the I string and an integer k. You are allowed to make at most k transactions where each transaction can be either of the following. First is normal transaction, that is buy on day I, then sell on a later day j where I less than j. You profit price of j minus price of I. Second is short selling transaction, that is sell on day I, then buy back on a later day j where I less than j. You profit prices of I minus prices of j. Note that you must complete each transaction before starting another. Additionally, you can't buy or sell on the same day you are selling or buying back as a part of previous transaction. Return the maximum total profit you can earn by making at most k transaction. Well, this is a variation of buy and sell stock DP problem where we usually do take or not take method. Means we in take we do make transaction, and in not take we doesn't make any transaction. So this problem has two type of twists. First one is uh, we have we can make at most k transactions, and second is we have two types of transaction. That is, first one is normal transaction where we first buy the stock on a day and on a later day we sell it, and the profit will be prices of j minus prices of I. And second is short selling transaction, that basically not happens in reality, but if we think about a share market scenario, then it can happen where we sell the stock first on day I and on a later day j we can buy back it, and the profit will be prices of I minus prices of j. Now look into an example. Let's we have prices as 17982 and k the number of transactions that we can have, that is 2. So what we can do is first we can make a normal transaction where we can buy the stock on day 0 with a price of $2 and sell it on day 2 having a price of $9, and we have a profit of $8. Similarly, we can do another transaction, that is short selling transaction, where we first sell the stock on day 3 with a price of $8 and then buy back on day 4 having a price of $2, and total we have a profit of 14. Now we can solve this problem using dynamic programming method, dynamic programming algorithm. Now let's look on the program how we can solve this problem. So this is the memoization technique to solve this problem using dynamic programming. First we have initialized the length of the price and then we have initialized the DP, and now we are initialize the function having the parameters as follow. So we have the parameters index, that will be the starting index, and the k the number of transactions we can make, then state and the prices, and the DP. State is basically shows the transaction we are making or we are not making. This suppose we if the state is 0, that means we are not making any transaction. If state is 1, then it is a normal transaction, that is buy first then sell, and if state equal to 2, then it shows a short selling transaction, that is basically first sell it then buy back. So first we have the base case, if the index reaches to the end of the prices array, then we first check if it is if we are at the state equal to 0 position, that means we are not making any transaction, so we basically return 0. Otherwise, if we are at a position of any transaction, it may be normal or it may be a short selling, but we have reached to the end, so we have no option to complete the transaction, so we return the float negative. Now if the DP index k state is already exist, then we return the value. Now come to the main part, that is not take and take method. So in not take, we go to the next index and the other parameters will be same as before. And the most important is how we make the different type of transaction here, that is in the take part. First we have to check that either we have crossed the number of transaction limit. So we check if k greater than 0 or not. Now we are checking that this is what kind of transaction. Is it a normal transaction? By checking if state equal to 1, then take will be prices of index plus solve index plus 1 k and k minus 1 0 prices dp. Okay, so in normal transaction what we are doing, it already buy has been done and we are going to sell. Sell means we are having the money, we are having the profit. So we are adding the positive prices and going to the next index, and as we are completing a transaction, that's why we are decreasing the k value. Similarly, if we are in short selling transaction process, then sale already has been happened and now we are buyback. That means the profit will be or the price will be in negative, and we are now visiting the next index, and as that one transaction is being completed, that's why k will be decreased by 1. But if we have make completed, we have completed a transaction, it may be a normal transaction or a short selling transaction, that means we are starting a new transaction, it is a fresh start. So we the take will be the maximum of the normal transaction, that is we are buying now. So buying means the price will be in negative and we are visiting to the next index, but as we are not completing any new transaction, that's why k will be remain same. And maximum of the short selling, right? So in short sell we are now sell first as it is fresh start. So in short selling transaction the we are selling, so the prices will be in positive, and now the function will goes to the next index, and as we are not at the end of any transaction, so k will be same. And thus we now uh, define or initialize dp index k state with the max of take and not take, and finally we return it, and this will be the final code. And now run it. Yeah, and now submit. Let's look it work or not. Yeah, the code is working good. So if you like the approach or the solution and the complete video, then please do like, share and subscribe and follow for more such videos. Thank you.